for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
The front office thinks nobody knows, but the hot stove is burning up. There's a blockbuster move for a massive power hitter on the horizon that will shake the league. If you want the inside scoop before everyone else, hit subscribe right now, because you're not going to want to miss this. All right, Yanks Nation, what's up? This is your direct line to everything happening behind the scenes in the Bronx. While the team is locked in on the field, I'm keeping my eyes on what really shapes our future. The front office moves that will define our next dynasty. And today, I'm bringing you a piece of intel that's starting to heat up on the MLB hot stove. The kind of news that could shift the balance of power right here in New York City. The name? Pete Alonso. Yeah, you heard me right. The polar bear from Queens is on the Bronx Bombers' radar for this upcoming offseason, and the source on this is none other than Jon Heyman, one of the most respected insiders in the game. Let's break down the facts. Alonso is having a monster season. He's putting up a slash line of .271, .349, .524 with 33 homers and 113 RBIs. Those numbers don't lie. He's a run-producing machine, pure power in the middle of a lineup, and he's absolutely going to opt out of his 2-year, $54 million deal with the Mets to test the market as one of the most sought-after free agents. There's zero doubt about it. He's looking to get paid a massive bag, and frankly, he's earned every single penny. The big question is, who's gonna pay him? And that's where the Yanks come into play. During a live stream on Bleacher Report on September 3rd, Heyman connected the dots plain and simple. He said, and I'm quoting here, "Other potential teams besides the Mets for Alonso, I mean, you have to mention the Yankees, right? I think the Yankees are a potential team for Alonso." And he didn't stop there. Heyman dropped a little nugget that only a real insider would know. The personal connection. He mentioned there's a connection there. Hal Steinbrenner from Tampa, also a Florida Gator. In the world of baseball, these little personal links can often swing open the doors for major negotiations. On top of that, our situation at first base is a giant flashing sign. We brought in Paul Goldschmidt, a former MVP, on a 1-year deal for $12.5 million. It was a smart move, a top-tier veteran stopgap for this season. But that's exactly what it is, a stopgap. Goldschmidt is in his walk year, which leaves a gaping hole at first base for 2026. The front office didn't make a long-term move at the position, and that wasn't an accident. They were maintaining financial and roster flexibility to pounce on a market opportunity just like this one. Bringing in Alonso wouldn't just be filling a position, it would be installing a power plant in the heart of our lineup for, at minimum, the next 5 or 6 years. Just imagine the polar bear with that short porch in right field at Yankee Stadium. How many bombs would he launch into the bleacher creatures section? His swing looks like it was designed in a lab for our ballpark. It would be a perfect match, a nightmare for opposing pitchers, and the solidification of an offense that would once again be feared, just like in the old days of the evil empire. Now, let's be real and look at this from all angles like a GM would. Signing Pete Alonso won't be a cakewalk, and the biggest hurdle has a name and an address: the New York Mets. They're not just going to let their homegrown icon walk without a monumental fight. As Heyman himself pointed out, there are 2 very strong reasons for Alonso to stay in Queens. First, the fans love him. He's the face of that franchise, the polar bear who won over the city. Walking away from that kind of status is not a simple decision. Second, he gets to hit alongside a generational talent like Juan Soto, which makes the Mets lineup incredibly dangerous and appealing to any player who wants to win. It would be tough for anyone to give that up. However, we are the New York Yankees. When we decide to get in on a player, the weight of our history, our financial might, and the chance to wear the most famous pinstripes in sports often speak the loudest. We have the resources to put an offer on the table that the Mets might think twice about matching. We're talking about a commitment that could easily blow past the $200 million mark. The question isn't if we can, it's if we will. And in my analysis, the answer is yes, we absolutely should. The championship window is always open for the Yankees, but to turn that window into rings, you need to make bold moves. Getting Alonso would be a statement of intent. It would be telling the rest of the league that the evil empire isn't content just to compete. We want to dominate. He brings not just the home runs, but a winning mentality and the durability of a guy who plays almost every single day. He's a clubhouse leader and a player who thrives under pressure, traits that are prerequisites for making it in the Bronx. The strategy seems clear. Let Goldschmidt's contract expire, thank him for his service, and then go all in on the best first baseman on the market, who just so happens to play across town. It would be a double whammy. We'd massively strengthen our own club while simultaneously weakening our crosstown rival. It's a classic Yankees move, a show of force and ambition that defines this franchise. The opportunity is there, the stage is set. The front office knows they need one more big bat to solidify the lineup around our other stars. The piece fits perfectly. The headline is clear. The Yankees are being linked to Pete Alonso by credible sources, and the logic behind the move is rock solid. The need at first base, Alonso's firepower, and the club's financial capability create a perfect storm for a blockbuster offseason signing. Now, I want to hear from you, Yanks Nation, the real stakeholders of this team. What do you think? Should the Bronx Bombers go all in on the polar bear? Is he the missing piece for our next championship run, or do you think that money would be better spent elsewhere? Drop your comments below. I want to hear what every single one of you has to say. And if you want more exclusive news and no-nonsense analysis like this, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That way, you won't miss a single thing on the Bronx Bombers.